This is Byron Lazine and Nicole White, and you are tuned into episode 8 of The Real Word. Today's episode is all about video in real estate. We've got a really good final word from Tom Toole over in the greater Philly area. One of my boys giving us the final word.
They're all your boys. That's all we had so far.
I've got a lot of friends.
Boys.
I've got a lot of friends.
Well, I think you actually go easy though. So we're on episode 8, and I think that you may have just tapped out of all of your friends.
Oh no, I probably have enough friends to fill in like our first 200 to 300 videos.
Oh yeah, that sounds like fun.
But
and you're not usually a fun loving guy, so this will be fun.
I have a lot of friends, despite the fact that I don't enjoy fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't have fun with your friends.
Is it amazing how many friends I have when I don't like fun?
I don't know. We'll see how many friends you have. Let's see how many. That's what the game should be. How many episodes can we get through before I have to tap
before
into
you
my
actually
friends?
start chipping in?
Woo! Woo! Snap! Good one.
No, but honestly,
You're on
like
fire today.
Nicole says I don't like to have fun. She thinks I'm the least fun person of all time.
Oh, that's not true. I definitely enjoy your company.
Okay. That's it.
Someone's
You hear the
jamming
music
out.
out there?
Someone's jamming out.
This is a great studio we have too, by the way, for this stuff. But actually, that's a good. We're recording video right now. Mm-hmm. Shit's happening. There's some cool.
They're
music.
They're videoing something out there too.
Something's happening out there. So that's like an imperfection that could blow up somebody's like video recording experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the things, and we'll reference an article on Inman that Tom Ferry, big shout out to Tom Ferry.
Hey, Tommy.
The best.
The best.
He put a blog on Inman November 13th, 9 tips to dominate video marketing.
What was that? And there was a video there. The video is the future. I'm sorry. Can you go back up?
You want me to go back up?
You scroll too fast. Video is the future of content.
Video is the future of content. I would argue that, it's the future. It's actually the present.
Happening right now.
It's just the present, right? He had 9 bonus tips, and one of the first tips there was, it doesn't have to be perfect. You are human. That's 100% true.
I'm certainly the furthest thing away from perfect.
Heard it here first.
Just
on the real word.
Just putting it out there.
That's something we usually don't hear from Nicole.
Just putting it out there.
No, but honestly, like people actually are gravitating in a social media world towards imperfect video.
Absolutely.
As opposed to like nobody wants to watch the news because it's boring.
Yeah.
It's too pretty, too perfect. That generation is fading out, and people are gravitating more towards that YouTube culture.
Yeah, well, even like Gary Vee, I mean, he always talks about the fact that he just wishes that like that bodybuilder, instead of being all pecky and all like would like
pecked up,
pecked up, would show like that he has like a zit on his face,
right,
just to make him a little bit more human,
like the real shit.
Yeah, like the real word.
Exactly.
Like the real
took it right out.
Word.
So Tom Toole's, we're gonna jump right into the final word.
We're
There's
doing
a lot of different ways we can go with it. Check out Tom Toole's final word, and then we'll give our comments and our 2 cents on top of that.
Hi, Byron. Hi, Nicole. It's Tom Toole here coming to you from Philadelphia. I run the Tom Toole sales group. I'm the team lead down here at Remax Main Line. And right now, and Byron, I know we met about a year ago in New Jersey, and you were on stage at a Sales Edge event talking about video and video as the best form of getting in front of clients. And that's really how people are digesting things in today's real estate world, but also in general. You go to news, sports, all these different sort of websites, videos everywhere. So our team, we've adopted video pretty heavily as a form of follow-up, as an initial introduction to potential clients, and as a way for us to put information out there for consumers, whether they want to use us or not, so they can make better real estate decisions. So obviously, I'm a big believer in that. I know you guys are, because I'm videoing a message to send into your weekly video show that comes out. My question for you is this. 1, what do you see as the best use of video for a real estate agent or for just an entrepreneur right now? And secondly, what's going to happen to the agent who doesn't want to embrace video, versus an early adopter or someone who's very comfortable being on video. I'm really curious to see what that's going to look like in a year or two. You were an early adopter, Byron. Would love your take on it. Thanks.
Oh, just you again.
Well, he's never seen any videos of you.
Really?
You know, do you do video?
I'm sorry?
I was probably earlier on the video scene than you.
I'm certain. I'm certain that you were. Yeah.
That's point for me right there.
Yeah, no.
But you're better at it than I am.
No, that's not true at all. We we have different videos. So
different style.
He was actually so thank you Tom Toole,
Thank you, Tom.
for that
Appreciate
video. He's actually talking about a few different things in there. Because he is talking about
his first question was
video to your clients. So he's talking about more of like a bomb, like
what he's doing.
Hey,
yeah.
my name's Tom. Like, nice to meet you at the open house, what have you. Which I think that you're never too late for that game. I mean, if you're too embarrassed to be posting videos on Facebook, like you can absolutely get into the video game. I do video on Facebook, but I've actually never sent a video to a client. So
I don't think you're ever too late to have the right systems, like what he's talking about. Introduction. That stuff's typically canned, but it's a great way to put a face to that agent that you're reaching out to. Yeah, so I agree.
So, and again, if you're too embarrassed to put something on the internet, I think that's a great way to engage. I do think that doing video takes time no matter what. So everyone sort of like makes fun of me because I was always that kid that if it was time to do like public speaking in class, I did not go to class.
All of a sudden have to go to the bathroom?
No, I didn't even show up. I would rather take the F on that
Which
and
is
then
super
work my
surprising
tail off.
Because she's on video every week.
I do video a couple times a week, yes. But if you watch so I started really doing video in February of 16, so it's been just about over a year and a half. My first video, if you actually look at my phone, I probably did like 56 takes for like a 2-minute video that was like, hey, it's Nicole White, like the winning like door color is, like it took me that many times.
If you haven't checked it out yet, check out the house that social media built on Facebook, and you'll see her pumping out videos weekly. Brilliant idea. Just a little plug for Nicole.
Thank you, love. Yeah. So that actually really sort of started out as on my own personal Facebook page. And because of the video and people being able to relate to me, I was then able to move it to a business page where we now have 5,000 followers. I do think that what it has helped for me is, in all honesty, recognition. I mean, you hang out with me sometimes and people sort of like, hey, like saw you on, so I don't think it's ever too late. I mean, if you want people to know who you are, like do a video. I actually find the greatest success in live video on Facebook. We actually sort of had an argument yesterday about the fact that you think that in a year that's sort of like going to be old news, but now, hop on there and just live video yourself. You get crazy amounts of views for like cheap amounts of money.
Well,
I mean, it's the best way to do it.
And so Tom's question was, where's the best place right now, end of 2017, beginning of 2018, for an agent to spend their video time? Where should, and I agree with you. Right now, today, Facebook Live. If you're doing video, you should be doing Facebook Live, because currently the Facebook algorithm is to push live to the very top of everybody's newsfeed. Now, it could be 2018, could be 2019. At some point, they're going to say, we don't want to push live because, let's face it, a lot of the live content out there sucks.
True.
So at some point, Facebook's going to say, all right, we've gotten what we wanted. 80% of posts are now video, because that's basically what they're going. Facebook wants to be the platform that is all video. Right. 100%.
Well, that's why they have that Facebook Watch channel now.
Going to compete with YouTube. Their COO, their CMO rather, she said as much in a conference about a year ago. So when I say Facebook Live isn't going to have the opportunity it has today, it's just because Facebook's going to change their algorithm.
Absolutely. Well, it's the same thing. I mean, like your $10 now is not going to go nearly as far in a year or two. I mean, hop the frick on.
Exactly.
Like if you're not on, like if you're wasting time, and I don't mean any offense, like doing videos and then just posting them on YouTube. I mean, you know how long it takes you to get followers.
Absolutely.
I mean, I get it. I get if like your long game is to start like generating some money from those videos, but you're talking about like that's like your long-term game.
Well,
like,
now I think if you're just relying on Facebook Live, you're going to capture attention right now.
Right now.
What are you going to do with that attention once it's captured and Facebook Lives go away?
Well,
is my point. So if you haven't built a presence on everything, meaning YouTube, meaning podcasts, meaning all these different Instagram video, right? If you're not starting to funnel that attention over there so that when Facebook Live is dead, you're going to lose. Because here's what most people do. They get comfortable with something that works. So email marketing worked so great for me 20 years ago, and now I just have the best email newsletter of all time.
That goes into everyone's spam now.
And now it goes into spam, and that agent, right, isn't going into the video game because they're comfortable doing the same old stuff, putting in the newspaper, their listings, sending out their e-blast. And we all know what's going to happen to that agent in the next 5 years. They're done. They're finished.
Yes.
In terms of marketing to new potential customers.
Right. I guess I think the biggest thing that like we always talk about, and I should say maybe more, you figure out what your story is. I mean, if you're going to be true, just I guess it's really more just being true to yourself, because you as the agent, you are the story. So just be true to yourself. Yeah. I think that it's okay that you hiccup. I mean, you guys have seen me on here drop microphones and do all sorts of crazy things, but that's the most important part. Right. I mean, the first time I blew, my cheeks were all red because I broke out in hives. Now I could do like a Facebook Live video, rather okay now. But like just do it. Like
just do it. Just do it. And so if live comes natural to you, if you can improv, right? Like I'm usually better like knowing the camera's rolling or live than I am like when we do the radio show, pre-recording it for a later date. Like the energy is not there, like practice as opposed to real game time.
Well, you're never really good like take two anyway.
I hate the take two.
But I agree though, because your energy is in like you're not feeling it.
I'm invested. I'm not feeling it anymore. So, but if that's not you, understand what's you. Focus your energy and attention there. But spend 20% of your video time being able to communicate to a YouTube audience, a LinkedIn video audience, an Instagram video audience, because you don't know where the attention's going to shift, Snapchat, whatever it may be. Like in 12 months, there could potentially be a video platform that none of us are talking about that we all need to be on.
Heard it here first, folks.
Maybe you haven't heard the name because I don't know what it would be, but that's just the story. So to answer your first question, Tom, Facebook Live video, we're failing currently in that. We need to start putting this show live on Facebook as opposed to the edited, clean copy that we put on YouTube.
Yes.
And we're going to commit to that next Monday.
We have, yes. We'll be there. Well, you'll see us live next week.
So it'll be live on Facebook, and then you can still find it on YouTube, and you'll still find the short version, short clip on Instagram and LinkedIn and these types of places. So 100% Facebook Live, that's where I'm spending my attention. Number two, what happens to the agent that doesn't adopt video into their marketing plan? In my opinion, they become irrelevant in the sense that they're just not, whether it's like focused on video or just focused on where everybody's attention is. Like I'm really passionate, and we just had a comment in one of our Facebook threads today of like, hey, great radio show. I was tuned in. Is there a way I can listen to the rest of these? Do you have a podcast? I shared the podcast link. I think right now you're going to start to see less and less people consume content on video, and they're really going to be consuming podcasts, because I can do it when I'm in the gym. I can do it when I'm in the car. I mean, if you're watching video in the car, I want to be. I don't want to be on the same road as you.
Right.
Like so, that's where I think video. There is going to always be a large number of consumers that are laying on the couch, sitting at their desk, watching video. But there's going to be a huge amount of people that would prefer to just hear that story, whatever it is, in their car, in the gym, on the train, on the plane, wherever.
Right.
So I think that...
In automobiles?
I think that podcast is going to dig into that video world quite a bit, more than people think. Doesn't mean you can't record your podcast like we're doing, still have a presence on YouTube, but put it into podcast form and do both at the same time. Right.
So I'm going to go back to what you first said, though, because you mentioned that agent would be irrelevant. I think that it's going to take them quite a while to be irrelevant. I think the most important thing for you to take away, though, in my opinion, is that if you're not doing video, you're just going to have to work like twice as hard.
Right.
You're still just relying on referral. You're still just relying on that newspaper that someone's just going to catch your face. You're just going to we work hard even though we do video, but like, I just think you're going to sort of be, I feel like going like paddling upstream if you're not, because there's so many times that now that since people see us on video, they know who we are. Yeah. So if they're inviting us into their homes, we're not necessarily pitching them because they already know us. And if people aren't calling us, it's because they don't like us, and that's fine. You know, that's what I found.
Here's an example. Zoe and I from the team did a video on live on Saturday about a new price on a brand new construction home.
Right.
It reached 2,500 views. If I would have sent out
did you drop any money on that?
$20.
Okay.
$20 ad spend, which is nothing, by the way.
Right.
Like nothing. If you're worried about spending $20 in this business, you got other problems, right? So $20 ad spend, 2,500 views. If I would have just sent out an e-blast to, let's call it 7,500, I don't have a 33% open rate.
Right.
So I would have not even gotten 2,500 views on my e-blast, whether they consume that content or not.
Well, I think you should go back to the very beginning, though, because that seller was savvy enough to, the only way that he would be willing to sign that reduction was that if you did a live video. So
he knew.
Hello, like if you're not doing video and your seller is asking you to do that, you're going to be a deer in flipping headlights.
This is a developer that has been building new construction, single family homes for 30 plus years. Father built new construction single family homes. He's over the age of 60, but he understands where the buyer's attention is right now.
Right.
He's like, yeah, I'll do the price that you want if you do this. And live video was number one at the top of his list.
Right.
Like he wanted that. And because he's seen the power of live video. We were following the story of one of his homes, and he's seen the power because he was on those videos and people would, oh my gosh,
I saw you shared it. Or like, hey,
Exactly.
son, look at you movie star.
Look at
like
you
mom
go.
shares, and then
Right?
aunt shares, and then cousin shares.
It's an easy way
Love
to bring
it.
attention. So,
Love it.
so I think that to your point, yeah, maybe you don't become irrelevant overnight.
You're just working that
but you're
much
working
harder.
that much harder. You have, say you have 16 hours in your working day and you're sleeping the other 8. You have 16 opportunities for one-on-one 1-hour meetings where that 15-minute video, I think it was a 4-minute, 3-minute, 2-minute video, whatever it was.
Wow, you started from 8 to
15,
2.
but
Whatever.
it took, we showed up, we chatted, we were
Right.
there for 15 minutes.
Right.
Reached 2,500 people in literally 15 minutes of our time.
Right.
Right? You're going to go have a one-on-one meeting. Granted, you're going to go deep in an hour with one person, but you're really reaching one person who could, maybe, might do something with you.
Moral of the story, man, hop the flip on
Yeah.
to video.
Great question,
Tom.
Tom.
It's time to get on to video.
And if you haven't checked out Tom's take, go find him. We're going to link him up, whether you're listening
Thanks,
to this
Tom.
on the podcast, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Facebook. We're going to link Tom up so you can check out his video series, Tom's Take, which is phenomenal. Tom's doing a great job ripping that up. So appreciate you, brother. If you've got a final word for us on any topic, if you're connected to the real estate industry, interested in it, Nicole at
Love to
One
hear
and
from
Company,
you.
Byron at One and Company,
Do
or
it.
in the comments.
Yeah, we love comments because that only helps with the algorithm more. So drop it in the comments.
Put it in the comments. That's the final word. We'll see you guys next time.